Hi there. This time, I will be learning how to set up test-driven development environment when developing an application with VueJs. I will create a project now on my command line. Open the terminal. I will navigate to my root directory. To be able to work with VueCLI, VueCLI have to be installed. I have done this already on my system with npm install -g add vue/cli. Let me give in a command here. Or short form E. So like I said, I've installed it before. I don't need it. I just need to create a project. And to create a project, I have to run npm. No, I don't need npm even. I will just call the vue create my project name. I'm giving it test driven view. Hit enter. So I will select view 3, enter again. Now it's doing its job. Might take some time. So now it's done. I'm opening my IDE. So there is a project loaded. Go into the folder structure. Open my terminal. I don't need this readme. Take it out. I can now run npm run serve. So now it has been mounted on port 8080. If I check this out in the browser, there I have the default page from Vue. So one thing, this default port 8080 can be changed. I can change it to another port in case if I have this port already been used, or I want to use it in the future for other thing, I will just go to my package.json, and in the script object here I can specify the port I want, and say port 6500, which I know is empty. I save the package, I save the JSON file, then key the server, then run it again. So you can see the port has been reallocated to 6500. Let me check this out again. Instead of 8080, then I give it 6500. Back again. Correct. Going back to the folder structure to check out some files. In the main.js file, this is where the app is mounted, and it's referring to the ID app, and the ID app is located or is defined in the index.html file that is in the public. That is this ID, right? Now in the app.view file, that is where this page is being dynamically delivered. So you see, like here, the message attribute, if I change something like welcome to learning test driven development in Vue.js. I save it, recompile, going back to the browser. See, it's there. There's the magic about Vue. Okay, now to be able to implement test, I need a test runner, and Jest is widely used for such tasks. I also need a library to render the components in the test, and testing library will be used. Testing library package aim to imitate actual user behavior and giving the confidence that the application will work when a real user uses the application. If I check out test library website, for example, maybe a Google testing library, this library supports many frameworks. So we are going to the section referring to VueJs, clicking on the get started, and frameworks, Vue testing library, introduction. So this is how the package is being installed. But I have another way that I like to use. Let me go back to my IDE, open a new. First of all, let me key the command here. So open a new terminal. I will run npm a pipe for short install minus capital D for development at jest. No, jest, not at jest. I'm going to install a specific version because the latest version doesn't work the way I expect it to behave. 26.6.3. Then also get in the jest testing library. Let's view and nest. Now hit enter. I will be back when it's done. Now it's done. Continue testing or continue setting it up. I would like to create a folder in the component folder and call it new, call it pages, and in the pages folder we create a component file, a view file called register. Or you know what, let me cancel it. Let me delete this one. I'll rename it and say register component. So I got that. This is the structure of every view component: the template element, script element, and style element. So now to get this going, I will define each one element here and put in register page. So and at the same time, this folder, pages folder, I want to create the test file, which will be .js file. It's going to be spec.js file. So register component.spec.js. Require the page I want to test on, or assign it to constant variable. We'll call it register component require so I'm requiring the view register component view. Next step is to get in the testing library. Also assign a variable, call it require testing library. There are two functions or methods from this library that I will use. They are called render and screen. Render renders the register component view file, and the screen imitates the user navigating the site or navigating the website. Also assign it a variable declared in an object form. We'll say render, then screen. So testing library. Now, there are two ways to perform test with jest. One is test method, and the other one is it method. Like I've researched, I will use it method because it refers to the component itself. So we specify here it accepts two parameters, the description of what you are testing on or what you are testing of, and the function. We use the arrow function here. Now say has register page header. So down here I'll render the component, register component. Now use the screen not scene. Yeah, screen has some query method to use. With this you can query the features you really want on the page. One of them is query by role method. So what am I querying? The heading. And the name as object name. What do I want to see? Register page. Now I will assign this to a variable, call it say const header. Now I will be doing the assertion expects header not to be null. This is showing me red underline, and going to the package.json under the environment, I can set this one to true, set jest to true. Then the red underline will disappear. I go back. Now it's gone. Okay. To run the test, going back to the JSON file, in the script object, declare jest, and declare test will be jest watch. If I run the test, what is going to happen? So npm run test. Kicking off. Feed. Cannot find module. Why? Can't find it. I'll put this one. So now it's getting it. Now it can find. Now it finds the page, but just encountered an unexpected token. Yeah, that is. I know why. Because just couldn't recognize the register component JavaScript file. I need to install a package called VueJs. So let me key the test first of all. Then let me key this one again. Go back. npm install develop vue-jest. just come on, add next, maybe enter. This might also take some time. Now it's done. This won't work like this immediately. I have to set up something in the package.json file. Go down here and to transform the vue.js file, say just transform anything that starts with view. Now I'm almost ready to go. Start the server again. Then run the test again. See what will happen. So everything is working fine. See, the test has passed. So now in the register the component, so let me change this one. I'll say 01, which is not specified here. So save the file. I'll save the file. So run the test again. If I have to run the test again, will it pass? See, it fails. So it's working, it's failing. So let me bring it back and go back to the page, bring it back here. So it's back to green again. I want to display the page instead of displaying this default view page. Then let me use this page in the app.view. I have to import it. import register component from now, call it here, register component. Okay, this is the length something. I will take this one away. It's still going to work. Okay, I will use, instead of using, I don't need this hello world for now. Let me take it off and even delete it from here. Then instead of using hello world here, we use register component. So I can also take away this message, I don't need it. So let me see if it will compile automatically. Yes, it's doing it. So if I go back to my page, it's supposed to reload by itself. Yeah. So see, I can see the page. I've got my test environment set up and ready to be used. I'm going to be improving on it. This was just overnight research. I hope you will find it useful. Thanks.